Neon signs bled pink and blue across wet pavement. Jade stood outside the tattoo parlor at 1 a.m., her worn leather jacket zipped against the October cold, black cargo pants splattered with paint from her day job. Her bleached buzz cut caught the streetlight as she checked her phone again. The text was simple: emergency cover needed. $500 cash. Tonight only. She pushed through the door. Incense smoke mixed with antiseptic hung in the air. A guy sat in the corner booth, mid-20s, designer black turtleneck pushed up to his elbows, expensive minimalist watch catching light. His dark hair fell across his forehead, and his leg bounced violently against the leather chair. Tattoos covered both arms, intricate and deliberate, but his hands shook like he was coming down from something. "You the artist?" His voice cracked. Jade dropped her bag on the counter. "You the client who's paying double at this hour? I need you to finish something." He stood, pulling up his sleeve. His left forearm was covered in fresh ink, barely healed. A half-finished phoenix, wings spread, but the tail feathers stopped abruptly mid-design. Who started this? Someone who couldn't finish. His jaw clenched. "Can you do it or not?" She studied the work. Clean lines, solid shading. Whoever started it knew what they were doing. "Yeah, I can finish it. Tonight. All of it. I'll pay whatever." Jade grabbed her gloves. "Sit." He settled into the chair, his breathing uneven. She prepped her station, the buzz of the machine filling the silence. When the needle hit his skin, he didn't flinch. "Most people react," she said, working on the tail feathers. "Pain doesn't bother me anymore." She glanced up. His eyes were fixed on the ceiling, jaw tight, like he was somewhere else entirely. 2 hours in, his phone rang. He ignored it. It rang again. And again. "You gonna get that?" "No. Someone really wants to talk to you. Someone really needs to stop existing in my life." His voice went cold, flat. Jade kept working, filling in shadows, bringing the phoenix to life. The phone finally stopped. "Why this design?" she asked. He was quiet for so long she thought he wouldn't answer. Then, "Because I burned everything down and I'm trying to figure out if I can actually rise from it." Her hand paused. "Just for a second." "You get it," he said, watching her face. "I can tell you get it. I don't know you. You don't have to. I can see it in your eyes. You've burned things down too." The machine buzzed between them. Jade's chest tightened. She focused on the ink, on the rhythm, on anything but the way his words landed too close to truth. "What's your name?" he asked. "Jade." "I'm Carter." "Cool. Stay still." 3 hours later, she finished. The phoenix blazed across his forearm in blacks and grays, wings spread wide, rising from ash and flame. She wrapped it carefully, gave him the aftercare instructions. He pulled out a stack of cash. All hundreds. Way more than 500. "That's too much." "Keep it." He stood, rolling down his sleeve. "You did more than finish a tattoo tonight." "I literally just did a tattoo." "No." He looked at her directly, something desperate flickering behind his composed expression. "You stayed when you could have walked away from someone clearly losing it. That's worth more than ink." Jade crossed her arms, the leather jacket creaking. "You good to drive? Are you good to go home alone?" The question caught her off guard. "What's that supposed to mean?" "Means I saw you check your phone 6 times like you're dreading something. Means you took a 1 a.m. job because you need money fast. Means you understand burning things down." Carter stepped closer. "I'm not good to be alone tonight. Are you?" Her phone buzzed. She glanced down. 17 missed calls. All from the same number. When she looked back up, Carter was watching her with an intensity that made her skin prickle. "Who keeps calling you?" "Someone who won't take a hint." "Ex. Worse. Brother." Something shifted in Carter's expression. Recognition, maybe. Or understanding. "Stay," he said quietly. "Just for coffee. Just until the sun comes up. I've got a place 2 blocks from here. Penthouse. You'll be safe. I don't know you." "I know. But I think we're the same kind of broken, and I don't want to be alone with that tonight." Her phone rang again. Her brother's name lit up the screen. Jade looked at Carter, at his expensive clothes and desperate eyes, at the fresh phoenix on his arm that matched the half-finished dragon on her own ribs. 1 hour, she said. He smiled, but it didn't reach his eyes. 1 hour. What neither of them knew was that 1 hour would unravel everything. The penthouse smelled like old money and new regret. Floor-to-ceiling windows overlooked the city, lights sprawling like scattered diamonds. Jade stood in the doorway, taking it in. Minimalist furniture, abstract art on white walls, everything cold and perfect and lifeless. Carter moved to the kitchen, all marble and stainless steel. He wore the black turtleneck like armor, sleeves still pushed up, the fresh phoenix wrap stark against his skin. Coffee or something stronger? Coffee's fine. Jade stayed near the door, leather jacket still on, car keys gripped in her fist. He made 2 cups in silence, the espresso machine hissing and gurgling. When he handed her the mug, their fingers brushed. His were ice cold. You can sit, you know. I'm not gonna bite. She moved to the couch, perched on the edge. He sat across from her, cradling his cup like it might warm something frozen inside him. So, Jade said, why can't you be alone? Straight to it, huh? You paid me $1,000 to finish a tattoo and invited me to your place at 4 a.m. We're past small talk. Carter laughed, sharp and humorless. Fair. He set down his cup. My sister died 3 months ago. Overdose. Found her in the bathroom of my family's estate. I was supposed to be watching her that night, but I was too busy closing a deal in Tokyo. His voice stayed eerily calm. So yeah, being alone means sitting with that, and I can't do it tonight. The air left Jade's lungs. I'm sorry. Don't be. I don't deserve sympathy. I deserve exactly what I got. He looked at her. Your turn. Why is your brother blowing up your phone? Jade's grip tightened on the mug. He thinks I owe him something. Money? Loyalty. She took a sip, the coffee bitter on her tongue. We grew up in foster care. Aged out together. He went one way, I went another. Now he's in deep with people who don't forgive debts, and he thinks I should bail him out because we're blood. But you won't. I can't save someone who doesn't want to be saved. I tried for years. Almost drowned myself trying. Her voice cracked. So I left. Changed my number. Moved across the city. He found me anyway. Carter leaned forward. How much does he owe? Don't. How much? 15,000. And, before you even think about it, no. I'm not taking money from you. I don't even know you. You know I lost my sister. You know I can't sleep. You know I'm exactly as messed up as you are. His eyes locked on hers. That's more than most people know. Thunder rolled outside. Rain started pelting the windows, fat drops that blurred the city lights. Jade stood. I should go. It's pouring. I'll manage. Jade. He stood too, moving closer. Stay. Just until the storm passes. Not because of your brother or my sister or any of it. Just because neither of us should be alone right now. She should leave. Every instinct screamed it. But something in his voice, in the way his shoulders sagged with exhaustion that matched her own, made her hesitate. 1 more hour. 1 more hour, he agreed. They sat back down. The rain intensified, drumming against glass, filling the silence. Can I ask you something? Carter said. Depends. The dragon on your ribs. I saw the edge of it when you reached for supplies. Who started it? Jade's jaw clenched. Someone I thought I'd spend my life with. What happened? He decided spending his life in prison was more appealing. Armed robbery. He's serving 12 years. She laughed bitterly. I was gonna marry him. Had the dress picked out and everything. Then he threw it all away for 30 grand and an adrenaline rush. You visit him? Hell no. I burned that bridge the day they sentenced him. She met Carter's eyes. Some people don't deserve second chances. Even family? Especially family. They're the ones who know exactly how to destroy you. Something passed between them then. Understanding, maybe. Or recognition of matching wounds. Carter's phone buzzed. He glanced at it, and his entire demeanor changed. His face went pale, eyes wide. What? Jade asked. He stared at the screen like it was a bomb about to detonate. Carter. What is it? He looked up at her, and for the first time, she saw real fear in his eyes. My family's lawyer. There's been a development in my sister's case. His voice shook. It wasn't an overdose. The room tilted. What do you mean it wasn't an overdose? They found new evidence. Someone gave her a lethal dose intentionally. His hands trembled. Someone murdered her. Jade's coffee cup slipped from her fingers, shattering against the marble floor. Glass scattered across white marble like fallen stars. Jade didn't move. Neither did Carter. The police want me to come in for questioning, he said, still staring at his phone. The black turtleneck suddenly looked like it was choking him. They think I did it. Did you? His head snapped up. What? You heard me. Jade stood her ground, leather jacket creaking as she crossed her arms. You said you were supposed to watch her that night. You weren't there. Now she's dead, and they think you killed her. So I'm asking, did you? Carter's face twisted between rage and something that looked like relief. No. But thank you for asking instead of assuming. I don't know you well enough to assume anything. Fair. He set his phone down. But I know who did it. The air in the room shifted. Who? My brother. Ethan. Carter moved to the window, rain streaking the glass behind him. He's been stealing from the family company for years. Millions. Our sister found out. She was going to expose him, destroy his reputation, send him to prison. So he made sure she couldn't. Jade's stomach dropped. You have proof. Enough to bury him. Financial records, emails, security footage from that night showing him leaving her room minutes before I found her. His reflection in the window looked haunted. I've been sitting on it for 3 months, trying to figure out what to do. Why haven't you gone to the police? Because he's still my brother. Carter's voice cracked. Because turning him in means destroying my family. My mother will never recover. My father will never forgive me. Everything we built will collapse. And if you don't? Then I live knowing I let my sister's killer walk free. He turned to face her. Either way, I lose everything. Jade understood that choice. The impossible math of loyalty versus justice. She'd made the same calculation with her own brother 100 times. What are you going to do? I don't know. He looked at her like she was a lifeline. What would you do? I'd burn it all down. Every single piece. Because family that destroys you doesn't deserve protection. Something fierce sparked in Carter's eyes. Even if it costs you everything? I've already lost everything once. You survive it. You rebuild. She stepped closer. Your sister deserves justice more than your brother deserves mercy. You sound certain. I am. Because I spent years protecting someone who would have let me drown to save himself. I know what that guilt feels like. Don't carry it. Carter closed the distance between them. They stood inches apart, the city lights casting shadows across his face. Rain hammered the windows. If I do this, he said quietly, I'll be alone. Completely alone. No family. No legacy. Nothing. You're already alone. You've been alone since the moment you found her. His jaw clenched. You're right. I know. Will you help me? Jade froze. What? I need to get the evidence to the police without my family knowing it came from me. I need someone I can trust. His eyes searched hers. I know it's insane. I know we just met. But you're the only person who's been real with me in months. The only one who asked if I did it instead of assuming I didn't. That matters. Every rational part of Jade screamed to walk away. This wasn't her problem. This wasn't her family. But she'd seen the look in his eyes. The same look she wore every time her brother called asking for money. She didn't have to fix problems he created. What do I get out of it? Carter didn't hesitate. 15,000. Cash. Tonight. Clear your brother's debt. Start over. That's a lot of money to trust a stranger with evidence in a murder case. I'm not paying you to deliver evidence. I'm paying you to witness what happens when someone finally chooses truth over loyalty. Because maybe if I see someone do it, I'll believe I can too. Jade's phone buzzed. Another call from her brother. She declined it. Where's the evidence? Safety deposit box. Downtown. Bank opens at 9. She checked her watch. 5:47 a.m. 3 hours. And after I help you? After we both start over. You without your brother. Me without my family. Carter's voice dropped. Two people who burned everything down and chose to rise from it. Like phoenixes. Like the tattoo on his arm that she'd finished just hours ago. Jade should say no. Should walk out, go home, forget this entire night. Instead, she said, "Okay." Relief flooded Carter's face. "Thank you. Don't thank me yet. If this goes wrong, we both go down." "I know." They stood there, the weight of the decision settling between them like smoke. "I need to know something," Jade said. "When this is over, when your brother's arrested and your family falls apart, you're gonna blame me. You're gonna wake up one day and hate me for helping you destroy everything. I need to know if you can handle that." Carter reached out, his hand hovering near her face before dropping. "I'll hate myself long before I hate you." That's not an answer. It's the only one I have. Outside, the rain began to slow. Dawn light crept across the horizon, turning the sky from black to bruised purple. Carter's phone rang. His mother's name flashed on the screen. He declined the call. "No going back now," Jade said. "No going back," he agreed. What neither of them knew was that the evidence Carter promised would reveal something far worse than murder. The bank vault smelled like old paper and metal. Harsh fluorescent lights buzzed overhead. Carter's hands shook as he unlocked the safety deposit box, his black turtleneck rumpled now, sleeves still pushed up to reveal the wrapped phoenix. Jade stood beside him in her worn leather jacket and paint-stained cargo pants, arms crossed, watching. He lifted the lid. Inside, a USB drive, a stack of documents, and a handwritten letter. "That's it?" Jade asked. "That's everything." Carter reached for the USB drive, then froze. His face went white. "What?" "There's another envelope." "I didn't put that there." Jade leaned closer. A cream-colored envelope sat beneath the documents, unmarked. Carter pulled it out with trembling fingers, opened it. A photograph slipped out. Jade's entire world stopped. The photo showed her brother, Damien, shaking hands with someone in an expensive suit. Behind them, Carter's family estate. The timestamp, 2 days before Carter's sister died. "No." The word came out strangled. Carter stared at the photo, then at her. "You know him." "That's my brother." Jade's voice shook. "What the hell is he doing at your family's house?" Carter flipped the photo over. Written on the back in neat handwriting, "Payment received for services rendered. EC. EC Ethan Carter. Carter's brother." "Services rendered," Jade repeated, her stomach turning to ice. "What services?" Carter grabbed the documents, flipping through them frantically. His eyes scanned pages of financial records, emails, transaction logs. Then he stopped. His face drained of all color. "No. No, no, no. Carter, what is it?" He looked at her, and the betrayal in his eyes cut straight through her. "Your brother didn't owe money to random criminals. He owed money to my brother. $15,000. Carter's voice went deadly quiet. "And he paid it back by helping Ethan kill our sister." The vault walls closed in. Jade couldn't breathe. "You're lying." "I wish I was." He shoved the documents at her. "Look. Transaction logs. Your brother received $15,000 2 days after my sister died. Wire transfer from a shell company my brother owns." Jade's hands shook as she read. Every word confirmed her worst nightmare. Damien's name. The dates. The amount. He couldn't have. He wouldn't. He did. Carter stepped back, his expression hardening. "Your brother helped mine commit murder. And you brought him straight to me. I didn't know. Didn't you?" His voice turned sharp. "You said he was in deep with dangerous people. You said he owed $15,000. The exact amount. And now you're here in my life, right when I'm about to expose my brother. That's one hell of a coincidence, Jade." The accusation hit like a physical blow. "You think I set you up?" "I think your brother sent you to get close to me. To find out what I know. To stop me from turning in the evidence." Carter's jaw clenched. "How much was he paying you?" "Nothing. I didn't even know about any of this." "Then why are you really here?" He moved closer, anger and hurt warring in his eyes. "Why did you agree to help me?" "A stranger offering you exactly the amount of money your brother owed." Jade's mind raced. Every moment of the night replayed in fast forward. The emergency tattoo job. Carter's desperation. The penthouse. The confession. The $15,000. It was too perfect. Too convenient. Oh my God. Realization crashed over her. He set me up. Damien set me up. How am I supposed to believe that? Because I'm just as screwed as you are. Jade's voice broke. If my brother helped kill your sister, I'm an accessory. The police will think I knew. They'll think I helped plan it. I lose everything too. Carter stared at her, searching for a lie he desperately wanted to find. I don't know what to believe anymore. Believe that I didn't know. Jade grabbed his arm, feeling the phoenix wrap beneath her fingers. Believe that I'm exactly who I said I was. Someone trying to survive. Someone burned by family. Someone stupid enough to think helping you meant starting over. His phone rang. Carter glanced at it. His brother's name. Don't answer it, Jade said. I have to. If I don't, he'll know something's wrong. He answered. Put it on speaker. Carter. Ethan's voice came through smooth and cold. Where are you? Bank. Handling some paperwork. Funny. I'm at the bank too. 3rd floor. Why don't you come up? We need to talk about our mutual friend. The line went dead. Jade and Carter looked at each other. He knows we're here, Carter said. He knows everything. Jade's mind raced. The tattoo shop. The penthouse. The evidence. He's been watching. We need to leave. Now. They grabbed the documents, the USB drive, the photograph. Carter shoved everything into his jacket. They moved fast toward the vault exit. The door opened before they reached it. Ethan stood in the doorway. Mid-30s, expensive charcoal suit, dark hair slicked back, smile that didn't reach his eyes. Behind him, 2 security guards. And beside him, Damien, Jade's brother. Same hollow eyes, same desperate energy, same pattern of destruction she'd tried to escape. Hey sis. Damien's voice dripped with false warmth. Long time. Jade's entire body went cold. Ethan looked at Carter. You always were too sentimental. Too trusting. His gaze shifted to Jade. Thank you for leading him exactly where we needed him. I didn't lead him anywhere. Didn't you? Emergency tattoo job. Penthouse invitation. Sob story about family trauma. Ethan laughed. My brother's savior complex made this almost too easy. Carter's fists clenched. You killed her. You killed our sister, and you're gonna pay for it. With what evidence? The USB drive in your pocket. Ethan smiled. The one that's encrypted with a password only I know? Good luck with that. I have the documents. Documents that implicate you just as much as me. After all, who's to say you didn't help me? Who's to say this wasn't a family affair? Ethan stepped closer. You turn me in, I turn you in. Mutually assured destruction. That's how this works. Then I'll take us both down. No, you won't. Because you're weak, Carter. You always have been. You'll choose our family over justice. Just like you always do. Jade watched Carter's face. Saw the moment he broke. The moment he realized his brother was right. And she made a choice. Run. Jade shoved Carter hard toward the emergency exit. Go. The security guards lunged. Jade grabbed the nearest one, years of street fighting kicking in. She wasn't strong, but she was fast. She kneed him in the stomach, slammed her elbow into the other's face. Jade, no! Carter shouted. Get the evidence out. Go. Damien grabbed her arm. She spun, fury and betrayal exploding through her. You used me, she hissed. Your own sister. You left me to rot. This is payback. She punched him. Hard. Felt his nose crack under her knuckles. Carter hesitated at the door, torn between running and staying. If you don't go, she died for nothing. Jade screamed. Move. He ran. Ethan's face twisted with rage. Stop him. But Carter was already gone, disappearing through the emergency exit with the evidence that would destroy everything. Jade hit the ground as the guards tackled her. Her leather jacket scraped against marble. Pain exploded through her ribs. Damien stood over her, blood streaming from his nose. You always chose wrong, he said. Jade smiled through split lips. Yeah, but not this time. 3 months later. The courtroom was packed. Media. Family. Strangers hungry for drama. Jade sat in the back row, leather jacket traded for a simple black blazer, buzz cut grown out slightly. Carter sat at the prosecutor's table. Black suit. White shirt. No turtleneck. The phoenix tattoo peeked out from beneath his sleeve when he reached for documents. Ethan Carter sat at the defense table, expensive lawyers flanking him. His expression was carved from stone. Damien had taken a plea deal. 7 years. Testimony against Ethan in exchange for reduced charges. Jade had gotten immunity. Witness protection. A chance to disappear. She'd chosen to stay. The verdict came back unanimous. Guilty. First-degree murder. Conspiracy. Fraud. Ethan showed no emotion as they read the sentence. Life without parole. Carter's mother wept. His father stared straight ahead, jaw clenched. The family empire collapsed in real time. Outside the courthouse, cameras flashed. Reporters swarmed. Jade slipped through the crowd, invisible in her grief. She made it half a block before she heard him. Jade. She stopped. Didn't turn around. Carter caught up, slightly out of breath. The expensive suit looked wrong on him now. Too formal for someone who'd burned his entire life down. You came, he said. I needed to see it end. It's not over. The appeals. The media. The fallout. He laughed bitterly. This is just the beginning. For you, maybe. I'm leaving. Tonight. New city. New name. Fresh start. Something cracked in his expression. Where? Somewhere I can't be found. That's the point of witness protection. Right. He looked away, jaw tight. Makes sense. They stood in silence. The noise of the city swallowed the space between them. I'm sorry, Carter finally said. For everything. For doubting you. For dragging you into this. For the fact that doing the right thing still feels like I destroyed everything. You did destroy everything. That was the point. Jade met his eyes. Sometimes the right choice costs everything. That doesn't make it wrong. You sacrificed yourself for me. In that vault. You could have run too. Yeah, well. Someone had to make sure the evidence got out. Someone had to choose justice over survival. She smiled sadly. Guess we both learned how to burn things down and mean it. Carter's hand moved toward her face, then dropped. I don't know how to thank you. You don't. You just live with it. You rebuild. You become someone your sister would be proud of. Jade stepped back. That's the only thank you that matters. Will I ever see you again? The question hung in the air like smoke. I don't know. Maybe in another life. When we're both less broken. What if I like this version of broken? What if it's the only version that understands what we went through? Jade's throat tightened. Then I guess we'll carry it separately. 2 phoenixes rising from different ashes. She turned to walk away. Jade. She paused. The tattoo. The dragon on your ribs. Are you gonna finish it? She thought about it. The half-finished dragon that represented a life she'd left behind. A love that had betrayed her. A design that meant something once. No, she said. I'm starting over. New ink. New design. Something that belongs only to me. Carter nodded. Understanding passed between them one last time. Be safe out there. You too. Jade walked into the crowded street, disappearing into the flow of strangers. She didn't look back. Carter stood watching until she was gone. Then he pulled out his phone, looked at the photo he'd saved. The only one he had of them together. Taken by a courthouse photographer who'd caught them in an unguarded moment. 2 people who'd destroyed everything to save each other. He deleted it. Then he walked in the opposite direction, toward whatever came next. 6 months later, in a small coastal town where nobody knew his name, Carter walked into a tattoo parlor. The artist looked up. Short dark hair. Nose ring. Ink covering both arms. Not Jade. Never Jade. But someone who reminded him that the world was full of people trying to rebuild. What can I do for you? The artist asked. Carter rolled up his sleeve, revealing the phoenix. I need something new. Something that means starting over. The artist smiled. I can work with that. And somewhere across the country, in a city by the ocean, Jade sat in her own tattoo chair. A client asked about the dragon on her ribs, now covered by a beautiful koi fish swimming upstream. What made you change it? They asked. Jade finished the line she was working on. I learned that some things are worth burning down. And some people are worth rising for. She didn't say his name. She didn't have to. The memory lived in the ink. In the choices. In the fact that they'd both survived their own destruction and chosen to keep going. 2 phoenixes. 2 cities. 2 lives rebuilt from ash. Some endings aren't happy. They're just honest. And sometimes honest is enough. The end.